If I have one job here today, one goal, it is to make sure you understand that there are packs of very high quality sound effects that you can get right now for your video game projects. Link in description below, HZSMITH. That's how you say its name. It's actually a pretty badass name. He's a smith of hertz. That's the sound frequency that occurs whenever you know what, that's on to the sound effects. These are free. They have free commercial licensure. You can just use them. That's all there is to it. Done. But we're going to talk a little bit more about who HZSMITH is, what else he has on offer, and we'll listen to some samples of some work he's done as well, because he's also a very talented musician, as you'll hear right now. Been a while. It's been a while since I went that hard. I need some extra coffee. All right, the man himself can describe it much better than I can. Hey there, welcome to HZSMITH, a fresh and exciting startup I founded with a solid 15 years of music production experience and a passion for gaming spanning over 2 decades. I am thrilled to lead this video game music studio. My journey began with a childhood filled with performing instruments, where I focused on classical, acoustic, and electric guitar. As time went on, I ventured into electronic music production and vocal tracking, releasing my own electronic music titles since 2013. It was a natural progression for me to combine my love for video games with my musical skills, leading to the creation of HZSMITH. Here at HZSMITH, I see myself as a modern-day blacksmith, forging the perfect musical arsenal for your needs. From your game's scenario, I craft an enthralling audio narrative that brings your vision to life using an impressive range of sounds and instruments. Music has a unique ability to evoke emotions that defy explanation through words or pictures, and my goal is to harness that power to enhance your gaming experience like never before. Let's embark on this sonic adventure together. HZSMITH also has a SoundCloud filled with albums that you can listen to, and he has done professional work for video games. Let me just pull one up. Bink Maniac on Steam. This was the first project that he mentioned when I asked what projects he might want. He might want people to know him by, to represent him. This is just graphics. Hold on. This is the Maniac OST, and it is also going to be linked in the description below. Yes, that's the intro. There's also Police Chase. That's pretty rad. It's pretty wild. I can really see myself going on an intergalactic police chase. Nightlife Speed is track 10. Ooh, track 9, Maniac, and then we'll move on to the sound effects. It can't be fun watching me just bob around. Back to what we're doing. Free Sound Effects Pack Volume 2. Free Epic Fantasy Forest Music Pack. Free Sound Effects Pack Volume 1. I want to show you the Forest Music Pack. It's a big deal. If you're an RPG developer, backing developer, this is going to be high quality for your game. It's going to have ambiance that will fit perfectly with the maps in that engine. If you're using any other engine, just as well, just as good. Free Epic soundtracks and SFX. Free 8-bit soundtracks and SFX. I'm particularly interested in looking at this one, so we will do that as well. And free Norse Tavern soundtracks and SFX. I'm actually interested in looking at that one, so we're going to do that. Again, all free, all immediately usable in your project. Let's take a look at the tracks and the licensures. Free Sound Effects Pack Volume 2. Lots of people need sound effects. Oh, you get full commercial rights granted, CCO. All right, so it's very important that you know that that means you can just download these and put them in your project and use them. If you need to sell your project afterwards, say on Steam, on Switch, on Itch, anything you want to do, you can do that. You have that permission because of that CCO right there. The CCO right here gives you all of the permissions you need. It's not negotiable. It's not take-backable. You just have them. This is now yours by watching this video. This is now, it belongs to you. Anyways, there are no previews. I'll have to download it to actually get a preview of the pack of what's in here. Oh, you can go ahead and take a look at this image, though. We've got item errors, breath exhale, computer drill, computer break, some shake maracas, stab surprise. We have a lot of sound effects that will work really well with your UI. Anyway, these sound effects are free. They come in WAV, MP3, and OGG. Do you say WAV or do you say WAVE? I can't help but say WAV. I know it's WAVE audio, but this is the one I'm excited about. Epic Fantasy Forest Music, I believe, is how HZSMITH made his debut in the RPG developer backing server. Really surprised a ton of people. These are licensed very similarly to the first ones I showed you. They just require a little attribution in your game. You just gotta say, Epic Fantasy Forest Music Pack, copyright 2023 by HZSMITH, licensed under CC BY Just copy and paste this line somewhere in your credits. That will do just fine. And then these are yours. You can use them. You're done. I want to listen to some preview, and I did get permission from HZSMITH to preview some of the music on this channel in this video. So here we go. This track right here, you can have this in the opening moments of your game. It's lovely. So I started this out kind of hyping HZSMITH up in like a metal fashion, and then I went to sound effects, but the fantasy vibe is spot on. Like, the man knows his RPG music. That is the forest clearing track, and this is immediately usable in your town that's situated in the forest, the village. You're the hero of the story. You're being asked to go fetch a pail of water. But be careful, look out for wildebeests or slimes on the way. You go get the water, come back, see a monster that nobody else believes that you have seen. Perhaps saw your sister get abducted by a group of bandits. Perhaps you saw a dragon flying overhead. Perhaps you're coming back to a ruined village because a dragon toasted it. Let's go into glowing shrooms. Whimsical, deep, it's melodic. All the stuff is there. I'm not trying to sound like a snobbish music reviewer. That's not the angle I'm going for here. I'm just saying, if you close your eyes and you drown out my annoying voice, you can really hear exactly where you're supposed to be. Skip ahead in the track a little bit. It's beautiful. It is truly beautiful. It fits perfectly with the PS1, PS2 era RPGs. Maybe a little bit advanced for that. Sounds available then, but the Oracle's Village, I like that. It's got a feeling to it. You could imagine dwarves being there. This could be underground. It's lighthearted, but there's suggestions of deeper things, deeper lore. This is called Moon Elves. This one's very peaceful, very mysterious, very elegant. The names of the tracks are spot on. This one is Dark Forest. I have to say, yes, that's very Dark Forest. You could use this for any foreboding scene. You could use this as the theme of a villain. And if you wanted to use this music as background music for your role-playing game session, your tabletop D&D or something, you could do that. Hideout. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. This is just the fantasy tracks, man. These are just the fantasy tracks on this 45 sound designs. We got the full track listing right here. Forest Clearing, Glowing Shrooms, The Oracle's Village, Moon Elves, Dark Forest, Hideout, The Tree Gardens, The Mother Tree, Forest Fires, and The Mist Seeds. Each soundtrack comes in 3 variations. How interesting is that? All free, right here to download. Done. You're done. You're done, kid. All right, we're going to get into the free 8-bit soundtracks real quick. Going to have to download this to listen to it. And by the way, when you click download on itch, you get met with this pop-up window. It suggests a price that you can pay if you want to. You can make this any price that you want. It's just suggesting $2 by default, but you can skip that and just go straight to the downloads. However, I think that this is worth a lot of money, even if it's not for an exclusive license. It's still very, very useful and very supplemental to whatever it is that you're making if you're making an RPG. Open this up and it comes with all of these folders, an image that tells you, hey, full commercial rights are granted. I believe we'll have some CCO text on the itch.io page. The metadata will be right where it needs to be. For anybody who is doubtful, MP3, we have track 1, Safe Zone with no intro, and Safe Zone with intro. Let's just see what that looks like. Sounds like. Yes. I won't play the whole track here. With intro, though. So the intro is just the percussive elements. You can have your splash screen and stuff up while the viewer waits for the full track and the title screen to come up. We've got the same thing in OGG. Then we have a lot of sound effects. We can actually listen to a few of these. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lovely. Lovely transition. There we go. That one sounded a lot more 8-bit. Another transition. The titles are suggestions, of course. You could use these in any context you wish. And before we go, I'm going to check out free Norse Tavern soundtracks. It might be worth mentioning some of these are .zip format, some of them are .rar format. If you have 7-zip, you can unzip both kinds of file types. Tavern with no vocals. This is a 52-second long track, and it sounds like... with vocals now. Oh, they were done. They came in just to go, and then they were out. They had beer to drink. I understand. It's fine. We have 5 .wav, whatever files. So these come with the pieces that you can arrange yourself if you so choose. Yep. Some pieces. You can take these vocals and add them into your existing tracks, or as background noise, ambiance. Couple of games that our guy has worked on here. Maniac, Fatem.019, Marvin Survivor, Prison Gang Wars. We've been looking at free stuff. It would be very remiss of me not to mention that HZSMITH does work for commissions. So if you'd like this kind of talent, this kind of skill, this kind of care and understanding applied to your video game project, you can get in touch with HZSMITH using the links below. They do have a gig on Fiverr, and I really believe that there is attention paid to the nature of your project so that you can get the music that you believe represents sonically the work and care that you're putting into your role-playing game or other kind of game. It doesn't have to be a role-playing game at all, as you have seen. Now, I didn't receive any compensation or payment or sponsorship of any kind for making this video. My excitement comes from the fact that I really just want to put musicians like this front and center, musicians that understand that sound design plays an important part of the overall gaming experience for the user, and that the music can really sell what it is that the game developer is trying to push in terms of feeling and immersiveness. And for somebody to actually be a gamer and a musician, that's a rare combination. So HZSMITH is out there making music. It would be totally remiss of me not to mention that they have paid commission work that they do. So follow the links down below if you'd like to get in touch with HZSMITH for your musical needs. They do have a gig on Fiverr, and they do a lot of different kinds of genres, and they do them all very, very well from what I've heard. So you've heard what I have got to show you, and that's about it. A big thanks to HZSMITH for offering to remake my ending theme in a different style. Please rock out to the Amalgamash channel outro in a heavy metal format. I love it. All right, guys, that's it from me for now. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.